Make more sales by overcoming bad first impressions. Does your website visitor have any unhelpful preconceived notions about you, your business, or your industry? If so, overcome them as soon as possible so they don't become a distraction or an obstacle. Most people who visit your website have some idea about what to expect. Even if they don't know you or your business personally, they might have dealt with other businesses and websites like yours, and that colors their perception of what they will find on your site. If that's a negative perception, it puts you on the back foot immediately, even before they have engaged with you at all. Of course, that's not fair, but fairness doesn't matter in this case. If you know they might have this perception, it's your job to change it. For example, one of the barriers to online shopping is the price of postage and shipping. The online bookstore, the Book Depository, knows this, so one of their big points of difference is that they offer free shipping worldwide. But not only do they offer it, they also advertise it prominently on their website. Apply the same principle to your own products and services. If there is an obvious glaring question, most people will ask the metaphorical elephant in the room. Don't pretend it doesn't exist. If your website visitors think most financial planners are crooks, most accountants can't see beyond the numbers, most academics don't know anything about the real world, or most technology is difficult to use, that stereotype will influence their behavior unless you do something about it. Here are 4 ways to address these bad first impressions. Point 1. Acknowledge the problem. Don't ignore the problem. Instead, address it openly and directly. After all, if you know this is likely to be a question in your site visitor's mind, there's no point ignoring it. It's far better to tell them you know about it. For example, you can use phrases like these: many business owners think accountants only care about the numbers. You might think a university professor doesn't know anything about the real world. Some people think mortgage brokers only care about their own commission. 2. Be different. After you acknowledge the problem, explain why you're different. Of course, this means you do have to be different, but that's the point, because you're setting yourself apart from your competitors. Explain why you're different, add "but" to the phrases above and then complete the sentence. For example, many business owners think accountants only care about the numbers, but we care first about your lifestyle. You might think a university professor doesn't know anything about the real world, but I'm different because I have worked in the mining industry for 20 years. Some people think mortgage brokers only care about their own commission, but we're different because we pass on our commissions to you, so you get an even better rate. 3. Prove it. When the Book Depository states that it offers free shipping, that's enough to state their point of difference. They don't need to do any more to demonstrate it or prove their point, because customers know they have to stick by that offer. It's not always that obvious, though. Sometimes just stating your point of difference isn't enough, you have to prove it. You can do this in a number of ways, with guarantees, testimonials, case studies, extracts from bank statements, and so on. Point 4. Use the feel/felt/found technique. Another way to support your point of difference is to use a 3-step sales process known as feel/felt/found. Yes, we know how you feel. In fact, other customers have also felt the same way. But what they found was that you then follow this with some sort of proof or evidence, as described earlier. For example, if you're selling small-size violins to parents for their children to use in music classes, it can be a difficult sale because the parents know the child will soon outgrow the violin, so they would rather hire it than buy it outright. So you might say something like this on your website: we understand that you might feel this is a big expense for such a short time. Some of our other customers have felt the same way. But when they saw just how much their child loved having their own instrument, they realized it was just a small investment. What first impressions do you have to overcome? It's easy to forget about negative first impressions of your business, because of course you only see all the benefits. But don't ignore them. Instead, acknowledge them and address them, and you'll make more sales.